Hello everyone, my name is the Synonym, and welcome back to Cinderella Phenomenon. Do pow, wow, bow, bow. Sorry. So, as the moonlight spills through the leaves, illuminating the forest with gentle lights. Long minutes pass, and as I stand in the clearing, I begin to feel restless. It isn't like Claude to be late. Is he tending to his injury? I hear a rustling of the leaves, and I turn immediately to see what the disturbance is. But the minute I do, I am pulled back by a strong force, and my world goes dark. Okay. Well, that's not good. Ah! Before I can scream, I hear a gentle voice in my ears. Lesson 1, Lucette. When apprehended by an enemy that you can't see, remain calm and use your five senses and to judge how best to get the upper hand. This voice is coming from right behind me. Date rape. Claude? I've become aware that this is the closest he's ever been to me, with my back pressed to his chest like this. Panicking disorients the mind. That is why you must remain cool under any circumstances. Cool as a cucumber, baby. How could I not panic? Any normal person would panic. Yeah, I agree. Still, I try to force myself to be calm. Lesson 2. Enemies will often let down their guards when they think they have the upper hand. Catch your opponent off guard by remaining calm and locating this weakness with your senses. Do they have bad breath? Well, make a nasty comment about it, and they will get all flustered, and they'll be like, "Oh no, my breath! I need a breath mint." And then, when they're reaching into the pocket for the breath mint, that's when you attack. Upper right hook into the chin area, I guess. I try to calm myself as Claude instructs, and I feel it is a bit easier, but only because I know it's Claude. Yeah, if it was a random stranger, I would scream and cry. Oh, phone, why do you do this to me? Nothing has changed. Nothing will ever change. I am doomed. Oh, no, it's an opening. I move as quickly as I can, stepping forward so I can swing and elbow back at Claude's stomach. Ooh. Before that happens, Claude has pulled me back to him, closing whatever distance I had put between us. Oh no, it's a metaphor. In the process, he moves his hand from my eyes to my mouth. I can once again see the forest, but my words are muffled beneath his hand. Another thing to remember. You won't always be able to catch your enemy off guard by throwing punches or hits at them. Your opponent will always be stronger than you, Lucette. Because you are a weak fool. Remember what I said about a weakness. Enemies will often let their guards down when they believe they are winning. Just like I have. An opening. A thought occurs to me as I glance around me, then down at Karma's bandaged hand. Karma's bandaged hand is over my mouth. Is this an opportunity or a trick? I don't want to bite his hand. Yeesh, he's in pain because of me. And topple. That sounds like a British word. Topple. I will topple him with a cup of tea. Tea? Oh, I can't do British. What will you do, princess? Will you bite my hand and cause me to yowl in pain? Or will you just topple me and, we can snuggle? Okay, I'm sorry. I'm gonna feel terrible about this, but I have to try. I try to shift my head to get enough space to bite down, and even Karma cannot hold me completely still as I scream. Eventually, the hand over my mouth moves just enough for me to open my mouth, but I falter. Okay. Yeah, I knew that was not the right decision, but hey, it's role-playing. I'm serious about role-playing. I am. If I'm pretending to be startled by something, that means that I will be startled by something. Oh my god. Why do you guys watch this? Anyways, I cannot bite the hand that I injured. And unable to do anything else, I mutely shake my head and I hear Claude groan. In one swift motion, he pushes me down to the ground, pinning my hands above my head as he frowns at me. You failed. We can never be true lovers. You're not even gonna try and find an opening. I chose the option to bite your hand, but Lucette, she ignored me, so. She ignored the voice in her head, which is me. I'm the crazy voice that you always try to push down when you're in company. I glare at him. I'm not gonna bite your hand. Don't bite my hand. I didn't even think about that. But you made it obvious. You put your hand over my mouth. I meant for you to try moving my hand. Pushing back a person's thumb usually causes the grip to loosen. How was I supposed to know that? Experience is the best means of practice, as they say. Hey, I got the right answer, so biting people's hands off. That's the greatest thing you can ever do for someone. I have a complaint about that particular lesson, but I withhold it. That was a pretty good attempt, love, but not good enough, I'm afraid. I wasn't expecting you to come at me like that. I was expecting sword practice. That was your problem. You had expectations of other people, and they will always betray you. You weren't expecting a man to kidnap you in the alleyway, were you? I glare up at him, unable to say anything because he is right. Yeah, I have to remember I'm shorter than he is, so I have to like, Mommy? God. You're oddly quiet. It's hard to find an opening to hurt you when you're not really my enemy. He does not move, but continues to stare at me. His face is close to me. Close enough to what exactly? Lucette, do you trust me to protect you? That's not the point. I need to be able to protect myself. From you, in case you decide to go all, like, rogue on me when I turn evil. Because you're planning on investigating the witches on your own. No, I want to be able to protect myself because I don't want you getting hurt protecting me. Claude leans down. I can feel his hair on my cheek. For a few moments, everything slows to a stop. And all I can hear is my heartbeat. It is slow breathing. Sorry. So once you set your mind to something, you don't let go, do you? He pulls away from me before I can respond, and he's standing again, offering me a hand. Let's get started with some sword work then. The pleasant smile is back on his face. Oh no, it's glitchy. Oh no, I broke the game. Hold on. Oh, never mind then. I'm good. The pleasant smile is back on his face. I can never tell what he's thinking at times like these. What are you really like, I wonder? Claude? Well, you lie to people about your name, so that's one minus mark for you. Chapter 7. Thorny rose, every rose had its thorn. Oh. When I returned to the margin later that night, my hands are scratched, and I think I might have bruises on my arms. Claude was not joking when he said he would not go easy on me. But he did compliment me more than once. Lucette, I have hit you quite a few times, and yet you haven't uttered a single word, complaint. Impressive, baby. Yeesh. Crying is for the weak. Don't ever show your emotions, Zane. Don't ever do it. What? Sorry, what? Okay. Though everyone should be sleeping, I noticed that the light is still on at the tavern. Everyone's having a grand old goofy time without you, Lucette. I see Jared and Garland up and at a table, speaking with each other and laughing. Aw, if Claude had come back with me, he would be so happy to see this. You two are still up. They're not even surprised when they turn to face me. I'm just a emotionless mask. Good days like this, so even better when stretched. I haven't been off duty in a long time. Did you both have a good time tonight? It was great! All I know is these little places in town that I've never even heard of before. I noticed that June is more energetic as usual. Her smile is a little wider than normal. I wonder if she's drunk. Yeah. I'm not drunk. I'm gonna get another drink. Oh, tipsy topsy. Another drink? Golan leans in towards me. His voice is hushed. Shh, I'm pushing her drinks. So, you know. So we already bought a replacement bottle when we were out today. We would never take anything from the merchant without money. Yeah. So is she drunk? Oh no! She's tipsy. It's like a bird. It fades a lot quicker. Oh. Golan and I watch June as she refills her glass at the bar. I have to thank you, princess. I would have never got the courage to ask her out on a simple getting food journey into town. Never! I never would have thought of that. Yeah, never. So, you told her... Golan looks at me with a police smile. Oh, you dog. I'll take that as a yes. Why aren't you smiling, Lucette? This is a happy occasion. She didn't really realize until much later. I just asked her out for food, and then I popped the question of, will you marry me? And then she was like, oh my, oh. And you know, she thought that was it. But surprise! Maybe June really did need to be told bluntly. So yeah. What happened? I told her. And? Give me details, man, details! We talked and remembered old times. He sounds like an old man. I know I do. And I held her hand. Oh. Gossip. I noticed Garland flinch ever so slightly, but he's smiling. No, he's not. He looks pleased with himself. Now he does. The night's not over yet, so... He trolls off with a hopeful smile before he raises his eyebrows at me. So what about you and Karma? When are you two gonna get shacked? What about us? I've asked him to train me. Train? Princess, you've asked him to teach you how to use a sword? What's this? Oh, our princess is going to pick up a sword. Oh, is she going to train to become better than us? Oh my, then we'll be out of a job. June returns to the table, but I am too tired to properly join in the conversation. I should just leave them alone and head to bed. They might want to head to bed themselves. I need to get some rest if I want to start practicing at night. I excuse myself to head upstairs. Okay. I am startled awake by an excruciatingly bright light. It is momentary, and when it is over, I am sitting in my bed, dazed and confused. I never seen that movie, but I've heard it's funny. My eyes burn. My hand flies to the pendant around my neck, where I see the second glass slipper with another piece. Ooh, yay, I did it. I did something nice when I was sleeping. Oh my, do I sleepwalk? Oh, that would be the answer to all my questions, to all my problems. There's another piece. But when did I do another good deed? Was it when you left them alone? I don't know. I grasp the necklace tightly in my hand as I make my way to the tavern. Everyone is doing their pre-morning chores when I get to the tavern area. I notice Karma glowing off into space, and they're not far from him. The two knights. They haven't been up all night, have they? I make my way slowly over to them. Even back then, you were like some kind of shadow, weren't you? Okay, that's kind of odd. You don't have to hide it. It's obvious you were tailing me back then. It was only because I was worried about you. I realized you really didn't have to follow me, Lan, but I'm glad you did. Lan. Julian. Oops, shush. Fritz used to call you that too. Lan. Lan is Garland's childhood nickname. He still gets embarrassed when I call him that. Why? I see. No, I don't see. So what are you two talking about then? Oh, we were just reminiscing. That's all we ever do. We're old. We were super old, so all we can do is remember the good old days and never create any new memories on our own because that's impossible. You are stuck with what you're stuck with. Sorry. I look at the two of them critically for a few moments, waiting for them to say something, say anything. They both exchange a glance before looking at me, confused. Well, I'm super invested in this game. Well, what? How did your date go last night? Golden makes a sound and its beat red. Julian's eyebrows quirk, and then she laughs. Oh, that, it went well. So well, in fact, that you can see that the two of us are still very much enjoying each other's company. Julian is usually busy taking her rounds around the margin with a scowl on her face. Yeah, She looks happier being here with Garland, more relaxed. That's because she's hungover, man. You might even say that we're dating? Yay. Isn't that funny how red he gets, princess? Yeesh. You were blushing just as much yesterday when I... Shh. One more... Now they're both blushing. One more word, Lan, and I swear I'll punch you. The two of them are blushing now, and the scene is oddly comical. Who knew that the two great knights of the Order of Kaldrach could be so easily undone? I found your weakness. Both of you are amusing to watch. If you said that sentence to anyone in real life, they would probably hit you. Like, oh, you're so amusing. The two of them stare at me, suddenly solemn-faced. Look, no emotion. We are knights. Yeah. We're manly people. I suddenly remember that one conversation the knights all had at the castle. They were talking about how they all had personal reasons for being knights, despite the fact that they all served the king. I always thought that Julian and Garland were stoic and honorable, that their only reason for becoming knights was a sense of justice. Yeah. Seeing them here, though, without that stoic facade, they feel more like real people. My curiosity is piqued. Impressive. Do you mind if I ask what your reasons were for becoming knights? Oh, my father was a knight. He put his life on the line for this kingdom, but then he died in the Great War. He was a living legend in his own right, and he had the medals to back it up. Yeah, medals. I have medals too from existing. I placed #1 in the breathing finals, so yay. My father wasn't around a whole lot, but I always admired him. Yes, abandoning your family and the sense of duty is always the correct way to live your life. Judging by the look on Julian's face, it is clear to me that she really loves her father. Oh, so he's still alive. My mother died when I was young, and because my father couldn't be around all the time to take care of me, I ended up practically living with Lan and his family. Lan always got annoyed when I called him my brother. Yeesh. Ugh. Now I know why. Well, yeah, it's weird. Julian wanted to follow in her father's footsteps. Then why did you join the Knights, Garland? Oh, because I love her and because, I decided to just copy her every move. Because he wanted to watch over me. I never knew you blushed so easily, Garland. Oh my. Garland really is, he's taking a pumble in this episode. Garland seems to blush even harder at that. and Julian's laughter becomes infectious. I feel amusement begin to bubble up inside of me as I watched the two of them. But their cold voice cuts through the laughter, the atmosphere, like a hot blade through ice. Oh, I thought it was gonna be the lower. Could you keep it down over there? I turn and see Claude's eyes, normally so warm, now cold. His usual smile is gone, replaced with a deep scowl. Oh, we're sorry. He's still glaring at the two of them, like, I can never be happy. Oh, I can tell him about the necklace. Kalama, I got another piece of my necklace. Another good deed. I don't give a shit. Meh. That's nice, darling. His voice is calm, but flat and lacks any enthusiasm. Oh, he's on his period today. That felt lackluster. And oddly disappointing. A good deed? Congratulations, princess! You're close to breaking your curse. Oh, but I understand why he's so upset. It's because he's no closer to breaking his own curse. So he's kind of feeling like, oh shit! Fuck! Why? I'm gonna be trapped as a woman forever. Why did you get the... What? There's a deal. What did you get... I'm sorry, I'm a mess. What did you get the good deed for? I'm not sure, exactly. Maybe it was for helping Land confess. I hear you and Karma went out of your way to help make it happen. That happened yesterday, though. Maybe the magic was waiting to see what became of Garland and I. Claude makes a dismissive hand. Bleh. From his table, he frowns. If you two insist on being so affectionate, you should get a room. Affectionate? Oh no, the music, it's turning into a soap opera. Oh no. Julian's smile has faded away into a dangerous scowl. Where Colin looks confused. Julian looks notably irritated. The shadow is still there on his face. How do you... I don't... Okay. The shadow? Claude does not look okay at all. Should I comfort him or scold him? Well, I don't think scolding him will brighten his mood. No one like, hey, stop it! And then they magically become, oh, okay. No, I'm gonna comfort him because I'm a nice girl like that. Something must really be bothering him. I should be patient with him, just like he is with me. Before I can even think about what I'm doing, I reach out to grab his hand. Well, the shadow disappeared. Eek. He just slapped my hand away. You shouldn't reach out to touch a person, without giving them some warning. You do that to me all the time. Yeah. I pull my hand back, and at the same moment, Claude's expression falls. He looks at me with an almost pained expression on his face. No, wait, I shouldn't have said that. I'm sorry. Silence descends for a few moments before Claude abruptly stands up from his table. Excuse me. Claude turns briskly and heads upstairs, leaving me with the two knights. Well, that was weird. I wonder what's wrong with him. You think we've been running him too thin because of practice. True, you guys do use him more than an iPhone, I guess. I don't think it's you two. I get the feeling that Claude holds himself back from saying what he means sometimes. Sometimes he acts strange, distant. And recently, he's getting more and more moody. Oh no, he's becoming a woman. Oh, Elise, I forgot about you. You haven't showed up in a while. Oh, I love you. Princess? Look over at Denise, who is smiling apologetically. Sorry to interrupt, but... fuck. Mr. Broom is getting kind of restless. Time to sweep, I suppose. Maybe cleaning will help me get my mind off of things. The rest of the day goes by slowly as I am stuck cleaning most of the day and then serving later. At one point, I speak with the lower about the knights that had attempted to kidnap me. Are you still talking about that? That was weeks ago. And she tells me that she and Parfait are meeting later to discuss their suspicions. Suspicious minds! Yeah. That did not sound Elvis-y at all, so... Suspicious minds, oh, yeah. I still do not understand what their suspicions are, when Sir Lancaster cannot possibly know who I am. My hands are sore at the end of the night, and I still feel like I can practice with a sword. I noticed that both Julian and Garland look restless too. Garland eventually leaves for patrol, while Julian remains at a table, looking deep in thought. I don't want to bother her, so I decided to try and find Claude. I go to his room, but find that the door is locked. What? His room is locked? Oh no! Claude? Claude? Are we training tonight? No, I'm sick, Owen. No answer. My heart sinks. Is he not speaking to me? Did I do something wrong? No. You gonna break down the door? No? Oh. For days, Claude stayed in his room, only leaving when he had to be on patrol. A few times I saw Parfait go into his room, but she refuses to talk about what's bothering him. I feel so useless! Like my life every day. When Claude did appear in the tavern, or out in the town, he still had that terrible grimace on his face. Look, I really don't want to talk right now. If you're so frustrated with me, why not just ignore me? No, I'm not going to train tonight. I'm not in the right state of mind. I don't want to talk about it. Just leave me alone. Please. I'm beginning to worry about him. He might have, like, depression or something. I don't know. Back out into town. Oh, the music. Today I am in town running errands with Waltz for a buffet. It has been almost a week since Claude started acting so strangely, so I thought I needed to do something for him. I know he likes dresses, and he told me once that he likes roses, but can I really find something that would cheer him up? Perhaps he would like some jewelry. Waltz, do you remember what that jewelry store called Karma is? I don't go there very often, so unfortunately, no. Princess, is this a good deed? What are you doing right now? Did you think it would be a good deed? Well, good deeds need to be selfless. Yeah? Generally, yes. I doubt this will count as selfless. I want to do this to cheer him up. Well, that's kind of nice. Yeah, exactly. But it's also so he can go back to teaching me how to fight instead of sulking in his room, being useless. I've heard that Karma has been teaching you how to use a sword. It's only been like one time. Ever since then, he's been locked up in his room. So why do you want to learn how to fight? Because I need to be able to protect myself, and it's not like I can use magic. At least sword fighting gives me an advantage. I'm so sorry, Princess. I wish I could teach you magic. Never believe it ain't so. But it doesn't work when you're under a curse. But on your 18th birthday, when you become the teddy bearer, you'll be able to use magic. Even if you're under a curse, so I'll instruct you if you want me to. That would be nice. Though that does not solve my current problem. What would cheer Claude up? Bolt starts chuckling beside me, and I turn to look at him, confused. Karma is important to you, isn't he? He's my partner, and he's helped me. He's also been patient with me, and he smiled even when I've said some really inconsiderate things to him. I'm glad, Princess, that he's your friend. My friend. I never knew such a word even existed. Claude does not feel like a friend. He feels so much more. Yeah. Oh, Princess, is this the one you were searching for? He points to a peddler sporting different kinds of jewelry, and I instantly make my way towards it. There are all kinds of glittering things displayed, and for a few moments, I feel myself drawn to everything. Then I notice the price tags. Oh, ouch. I barely have any money left from when the king gave me that pouch. I can't afford any of this. Maybe we should do our errands first, and then maybe money will fall from the sky, and then look for a gift. Maybe we'll find something as we look through the stores. But if I don't get Claude's gift today, I might not be able to give it to him tonight. Oh well. Princess. Let's do the errands. We have responsibilities, I guess. Walt has a good point. We might find something while we do the errands. Then we can get them out of the way. Besides, it's not right for me to put Claude above everyone else. Exactly, yeah. Hey, the right decision! See, I'm a good and responsible adult. Person. I spent a few hours gathering the supplies needed for the tavern, and only then do we start looking again for Claude's gift. Princess, I can hold more of these bags for you. It's fine. I got stronger from carrying a lot of bags. Princess, you really should tell him off. He does a lot of other things for me, but next time I think I will. As long as he gets out of his room sometime soon. I really hope he does. Hey, Princess! But now the problem is finding something that he'll like. What does Claude like? He likes chameleons! Princess? There's no reason for you to shout. Walt shakes his head at me. But he's smiling. Let me offer you a deal. A deal? If you help me set up one of my puppet shows, I'll pay you. You earn money from your puppet shows? I get tips, so what do you say? I won't go easy on you, though. Oh no, I'm gonna be a puppeteer master. But anyway, that's all the time I have for this episode. Thank you so much for watching. This has been the Synonym. And if I can't say it 5 times fast, neither can you. Have a great day, everyone.